On this episode of O'Fallon Matters, learn how you can make O'Fallon a better community to live, work, and play. Check out all the amenities of O'Fallon's new Justice Center and see how snow fighters are training for winter weather emergencies. All this and more next on O'Fallon Matters. Welcome to this episode of O'Fallon Matters. O'Fallon earned a number of major awards in 2017, including being named to Money Magazine's list of the top 100 places to live. But how are we earning these awards? And how will our city continue to excel? OFallonTV's Brett Fickus has the answer.
2017 was another big year for O'Fallon. We opened the doors on our new Justice Center and broke ground on major renovations in our parks. New businesses called O'Fallon home, and our community continues to grow. 2017 was also a big year for earning national recognition, and O'Fallon added a number of awards and accolades to its already impressive collection. We were named to Money Magazine's list of top 100 places to live. The Military Times called us the second best place to live for veterans. The National Council of Home Safety and Security called us the safest city in Missouri. And this is not a new trend. O'Fallon has been earning these accolades for years.
Media outlets, the different magazines. Seems like everybody that has any kind of survey about good places to live, we're ranked very highly. Even the last month I've been here, I think we've gotten either 2 or 3 recognitions from that alone. And I think that's a great thing because obviously the forefathers have planned well. They have put together a community that is robust enough that other people still want to come here.
What is it that makes O'Fallon so special? One metric that seems to come up frequently is O'Fallon's exceptionally low crime rate. Safewise.com, backgroundchecks.org, CQ Press, and more all named us as one of Missouri's safest cities. And many more awards took our low levels of crime into account as well. So is O'Fallon's dedicated and professional police force responsible for our ever-growing list of honors?
You know, as chief, I'm very proud of the professionalism that the officers and civilian employees display every day. But I think the real reason, the bottom line reason to that is, and I give all the credit that's due, is to our partnership with the community. You know, crime in a city that people don't care is going to be rampant. The city of O'Fallon, our residents and businesses, really care about it. We're all in this together because the police department can't do it alone and the residents can't do it and businesses can't do it alone. So it's a matter of all of us pulling our weight and going in the same direction and getting things done.
So O'Fallon's caring community helps our police force do their jobs. And our cops love being a part of our community as well, helping out with the DARE program and supporting Special Olympics at the Polar Plunge. That definitely explains our high placement on any list of the safest cities in the state and country. But why do our residents feel so strongly about their hometown? Why is O'Fallon a top 50 city to build your dream home? Or one of the country's best places to live according to RelocateAmerica.com?
If someone is going to make the decision to move to this area, what are they going to look for? Schools is the first thing, no doubt about it. Taxes and overall community energy. One of the things that I saw right away when I came to this community, there's a positive energy, there's an energy level that is palpable. You can feel it here. So we have to make sure that we stay in that attractive mode. We have to make sure that we pay attention to what people want. If we have a good combination that attracts people, they're going to beat a path to our door.
One of the most attractive parts of our city is our many acres of parkland and the incredible events we put on inside of them. The RSC is a premier recreation destination, and events like the Heritage and Freedom Fest and the Celebration of Lights attract many tens of thousands of visitors to our city every year.
When we sit down and we start looking at what do we have at our parks, what kind of programs should we offer at our parks, the one thing that we always take a look at is who lives here and what do they want. we have a lot of young families. So family is probably at our core. What can we provide the families of all ages that anyone can do?
And our parks are only going to get better. Civic Park improvements will make Alligators Creek one of the best outdoor pools in the area. And O'Dade Park will be a beautiful gem in the southernmost section of our city. Our park amenities undoubtedly help us earn ApartmentList.com's recognition on their list of top 10 cities for families, or a place on Wallet Hub's list of fastest growing communities. But what goes into our economy? Why was O'Fallon named one of Missouri's fastest growing job markets? And why do so many international businesses and small boutique shops want to open their doors here? Perhaps it's the hard work of the employees at City Hall to help keep our economy humming.
It's everybody coming together. It's each one of the departments. I mean, we have, if you want to start a new business, we have we have the O program, which means every department comes and sits down with you in a group and says, this is what you need to start the business. So there's no hiccups, there's no surprises to the business owner. To me, so that's everybody coming together as one city to help you start your new business.
A disciplined police force, a vibrant community, a growing park system, and a bustling economy. There's no single reason O'Fallon has earned so many national honors and accolades. It's a focus on the little things and a commitment to the big picture that make O'Fallon such an incredible town to call home. That's why we continue to excel, and we're not stopping anytime soon.
We're here to make this city one of the best places to live, safest places to live, best places for veterans to live. The list goes on and on and on. Best places to raise a family. It's, it's amazing, and it's a great thing for this city to attest to.
I don't want this to be our high water mark. This is just the beginning of where the community can go. So I'm excited about that opportunity, excited about being a part of that group, and excited about helping the community go to the next level. And if there are any other awards out there, I think we should go for them.
O'Fallon's new Justice Center is now open for service. Besides much needed space, the building also offers state-of-the-art amenities. Let's see what's inside this new top-of-the-line facility.
O'Fallon's new $26.8 million Justice Center features amenities that were designed to meet the needs of a modern police force while enabling the city of O'Fallon to continue providing the highest level of service to the community. Its three-level structure was built to be secure and to provide outstanding on-site training for officers, more office space, underground parking, and a new separate municipal court. Now, on this segment of O'Fallon Matters, we'll look into all the new amenities that the new Justice Center offers. And our first stop is the on-site 7-stall indoor firing range.
Our new indoor range at the O'Fallon Police Department is such an asset because our old range was an outdoor range. So we had to load up the trucks, bring all the equipment with us, take it down to the range, then clean up, and it really was a whole day process. The indoor range for us now is we can simply call a police officer in off of the street, have them come down to the range, they can stay in their uniform, we can do their qualifications, we can do some drills. We want to be with the officers so we can correct any mistakes right on the spot. So what we do is we carry an iPad, and it's an iPad that's linked to the computer, and we turn the targets, and we do all the different drills and exercises that we want, and we can be right with the officer to correct any mistakes.
The Virtra 300 training system is a virtual reality experience unlike anything our officers have ever seen before. 5 projector screens surround the officers with 300 degrees of immersive scenery, allowing officers to train for the most difficult real-world encounters they might face, like active shooters or hostage situations. Currently, Virtra offers 175 scenarios, and the library is ever growing. And these scenarios are incredibly convincing.
And the big topic nowadays in shootings are judgmental shooting. You have to answer why you shot, why you didn't shoot. Those are the type of split-second decisions that the system's going to help us with. The interesting thing about this system is that the officer can go in there, run through a scenario. The instructor can change the scenario depending on how the officer interacts with the the role players on the video screen. So he can change it. If the officer's doing everything correctly, he can change the scenario to show that the suspect gives up. Sometimes if the officer misses something, they can make it a shoot situation, so the officer has to respond with deadly force. What I like is that once that's done, it's all videotaped. The instructor can go in with the student and walk through the scenario. We can pull up on the screens our police directives on use of force, so it's like an interactive classroom, and you get immediate feedback.
Besides interactive training for officers, this facility also includes a modern technology-focused classroom.
Well, the training room is holds 80 students. It's a tiered seating system, so I won't say it's like a stadium seating, but it's a tiered system. So the person in the back row has good visibility in the front. We went with the latest technology. We have a smart television. We have 80-inch television monitors. One of the few things that you don't see in a lot of training rooms is that we put a confidence board in the back. And really what that is, just another large TV. So the instructor, when they're actually presenting stuff to the class, they don't have to turn around and look at their PowerPoint or look and see what's on the screen to refresh themselves. They can stand facing the classroom and look at the backboard.
The municipal court was incorporated into the Justice Center to provide attendees with an improved, efficient court experience.
Municipal court and police are in the same Justice Center, however, we are two separate entities. Municipal court has its own entrance on the side, has its own office hours of 8:30 to 4:30 Monday through Friday, and so we are our own branch of government. We have our own area. We share the same lobby because we do work together, but the nice thing is you come in, you help at our window, and you can get court services on the court side of the Justice Center. The nice thing about the new municipal court building and municipal courtroom is that it's a permanent courtroom. We don't have to have the temporary setups anymore. You will get the feeling of a full court. The prosecutor's office is directly connected that he can meet with the clients, defendants, or attorneys. We also have the video boards that display their rights as they're waiting. And then the other thing is that we can have court anytime we need to. We can add dockets, so as we grow and have grown, we don't have to fight over space with the old facility.
As you can see, O'Fallon's Justice Center is truly state-of-the-art. If you are interested in touring the Justice Center or learning more about all the new amenities this building has to offer, you can contact O'Fallon's Police Department at 636-240-3200, or you can go to o'fallon.mo.us/PD.
We're wrapping up one of the most important infrastructure updates in O'Fallon's history. Let's hear the latest details on the Main Street water main upgrade.
In 2016, O'Fallon City staff and elected officials had identified a major problem lurking beneath O'Fallon's Main Street. This major thoroughfare handles thousands of cars every day, but it also handles millions of gallons of water, servicing a major portion of the O'Fallon community. And this aging pipeline, which dated back to the 1950s, was in desperate need of improvements.
We had an undersized main, it was an old main, it was failing. We had between 5 and 10 water main breaks on this stretch of road every year.
And these breaks caused serious problems, limiting our ability to provide enough clean water to our residents and businesses, and shutting down lanes as our crews made emergency repairs. The only way to get past that was to replace the water main. And early in 2017, we began installing a new 12-inch water main that runs a little over a mile from Pittman to Tom Ginnever. Crews have been working since May on this important infrastructure project, and motorists will be happy to hear we're nearly done.
Well, here we are in the last week of December, and we're finishing up down at Tom Ginnever. And that's been a particularly difficult intersection for us. We got multiple pipes going through there. Not only do we have the pipe going, the Main Street pipe going on all the way to the plant, we got a pipe coming out of Well and Tower 3 that's right there by McDonald's. We've got the pipe going down Tom Ginnever, so we got a lot of stuff going on right there in that intersection.
Like all projects, staff was mindful of the impact on businesses and motorists throughout this upgrade. While you may have been inconvenienced by unexpected delays or lane closures along Main Street, it's important to remember that the end result will make it all worth it.
Believe me, every step of the way we had in mind their impact on the traveling public. We knew we couldn't shut down that entire intersection. It's just too busy and it's too much a major part of our roadway system here in O'Fallon. So that's why it's kind of drug it out and taken longer, but we did that to try to keep traffic moving through there as well as we could.
After the work at Tom Ginevra wraps up, the water main project will be all but completed. One major section remains, as crews still need to run the water main underneath the railroad crossing.
We've been working with the railroad now for over a year, and there's some technical difficulties there, but we think we're about to work through it, and we'll bring the contractor back as soon as we have clearance from the railroad to finish up this project.
Thank you for your patience as we work on this major improvement of our water system. The Main Street water main upgrade will have a lasting impact on our ability to service our growing community.
This is a $2.5 million project, so it needs to pass the test of both being a good investment for the city and being good service for the citizens. Now we have more water because it's a larger line. We've upgraded the size of the line, and it's going to be much more reliable.
Do you want to make a difference in O'Fallon? Watch this next segment to discover all the exciting volunteer opportunities the city has to offer.
It's no secret that the city of O'Fallon boasts thousands of active, involved citizen volunteers. Thanks to O'Fallon's spirited volunteers, the city is able to offer more quality services, events, and programs. And there is no better time to start giving back than now. Volunteering for the city of O'Fallon is a joy, and it all starts with our award-winning Volunteer Services Department.
Volunteer Services places citizens who are interested in coming out and being active members of the community. So they can come out here and get involved and actually help in different departments, whether it be finance, our court systems, police departments. They're very active out here in the community, and they're very welcome to come out here and be part of all that we do here in O'Fallon.
Volunteering is about making a difference. It's about family, about you and me. It's about individuals coming together to achieve a common goal, to make and keep their city great. And there are several ways in which residents can give back.
The volunteer program is segmented into 3 different areas. We have ongoing volunteerism, which are people who want to come out and commit on a regular basis, whether it be weekly, bi-weekly, monthly. So they may come out and assist departments in supporting them in their office or other daily tasks. We also have programs, ongoing programs. We work with the school districts, and students come out and do career development over a semester. The other segment that we have is the boards, committees, and commissions. Much of what the city does relies on citizen advisory boards to kind of help direct how the city is growing. And so we have about 10 different boards with close to 100 volunteers.
Service to the community has real measurable value. It is more than spending 2 hours away from the home on a Saturday morning. It continues even after the volunteer shift has come to an end. And you won't regret volunteering for any of the events O'Fallon offers throughout the year.
We have environmental projects, we have recreation events, we have festivals that you can come out for. If you are really into jumping into creeks, that's something you can absolutely get out and do. If hanging out with kids, doing a sporting event is something you want to do, or arts and crafts, if you're really into Christmas, anything you can imagine, you can volunteer for.
At its heart, service is about giving back, but it's also so much more. It's about developing skills and gaining experience.
When you volunteer, there's definitely a sense of connection, not only with the people you're volunteering with, but the volunteer project that you're helping in too. We make sure you understand the impact that you're having as a volunteer, and we really want you to feel like you're part of the volunteering community and the volunteering family.
We could not do all that we do here in O'Fallon, provide the services that we do to our residents, without the help of the volunteers being there right alongside of us.
Many of your neighbors already perform some type of volunteer service. And as our events are community focused, volunteers don't need to be residents of the city of O'Fallon to participate in the program. If you would like to volunteer for the city of O'Fallon, you can call Kathy at 636-379-5507. Also, to find out more about O'Fallon's award-winning volunteer program, you can go to o'fallon.mo.us.
The Fort Zumwalt West boys basketball team started the season with high expectations. A few tough early losses hasn't deterred this outstanding guard-driven team. Joe Meyer caught up with the Jaguars to find out where they're headed in 2018.
High school boys basketball is heating up in O'Fallon, and the Fort Zumwalt West Jaguars are looking to build upon last year's district title. This guard-heavy squad is returning 4 seniors with several strengths.
Last year, one of our strengths that carried us to that district championship was our chemistry. And everybody bought into their roles, and the younger guys have seen that, and I think they've bought in as well. And so I'd say our chemistry is one of our strengths.
It's been different throughout the years, but we always have a staple of a strong defense that leads to a better offense. We have some kids that can score, but we pride ourselves on defense.
During the off-season, players and coaches start working on goals for next season. And this year's Jaguars squad looks to make a run at a GAC conference title and much more.
I'd say last year we were just out there just to prove a lot of people wrong, but this year we know that we have a really good team coming, so we obviously we had goals of 20 wins and winning conference for the first time with our class and going farther than we did last year. Winning districts was cool, and it was the first time that we've ever done it, but we're ready for more this year.
We just want to do better than last year. Never take a step back, always take a step forward. So we just have to play together and we'll get where we want to be.
With long-term goals comes challenges. If the Jaguars want to compete on a high level in the GAC, they must hunker down and focus on consistency.
You know, with every team, we have to work on those individual skills and team skills to get better. But with this group, I would say it's even more so just the mental approach and staying focused and hungry. These guys have put the work in the off season, and they have the ability and they have the potential, which I tell them all the time, it's a scary word. So we just have to get those pieces of the puzzle to fit in together. And I think staying hungry and focused is something that we need to work on a lot.
Coach Towers leads his student athletes into hardwood battles night in and night out. With a will to win and steady mentoring, Coach Towers keeps the Jaguars competitive year after year.
The relationships that we build with these young men are priceless. So the wins and losses are great. I've coached 3 different sports for over 20 years. The wins and losses run together, but these relationships stay forever, and that's why we do it.
Good luck to the Fort Zumwalt West Jaguars boys basketball team on their quest for another district championship. Time will tell if this team can harness their strengths and obliterate their weaknesses in pursuit of their goals.
Snow and ice removal operations continue to be a top priority and core service of O'Fallon's snow response team. Let's find out how our snow fighters are training for winter weather emergencies.
The City of O'Fallon's snow removal crews spend all year prepping for severe winter weather events. In fact, our snow fighters plow over 700 lane miles throughout the city. During full-scale operations, each shift can have up to 46 drivers. Being prepared for winter snow plowing starts in the spring and leads all the way up to Snow Fighter Training Day.
We're going through an obstacle course up at T.R. Hughes Ballpark. People are learning how to operate the snow equipment, how to drive the trucks, operate the snow plows, learning how to do some troubleshooting, basic troubleshooting on the spreaders and any problems they might run into with that. Here at the street facility, we're teaching people how to load salt into their trucks and learning about the liquids program that we use to pre-treat the salt and pre-treat our roads with.
Snow fighters are called out to cover 12-hour shifts during large winter weather events. And it's important that each employee understands policy and procedure when it comes to snow plowing.
It helps get guys accustomed to being able to get the plows closer to the curb, avoid cars or avoid mailboxes. It just gives you an idea of where you need to be and when you're driving these trucks. Some of these trucks are a little bit bigger, and it's a little different having a plow and a spreader in the back of a truck.
During winter weather emergencies, residents can help in the snow removal effort by following a few simple steps. First, move any parked cars off the street out of the way of snowplows and emergency vehicles. And finally, please stay off the roads until they are completely clear.
And if they're shoveling their driveways, shovel their snow off to the side in their yards as opposed to throwing it back in the street, because if we have a street clean and they're throwing out in the street, then we have to come back through and hit it again, and it takes up time and just slows the process.
Give us time, allow us to do what we got to do. It's not an easy process, it takes time to get through streets.
It's always good to know that the city of O'Fallon and their skilled snow fighters are preparing for the next big winter weather emergency. And remember to stay in touch with the city of O'Fallon for all winter weather updates. If you would like to find out more information on O'Fallon's snowplowing procedures, you can go ahead and go to www.ofallon.mo.us.
Thanks for joining us today. If you have a good story idea, let us know. You can email us at OFallonTV@ofallon.mo.us. And please remember to give back to your community, because O'Fallon matters to all of us.